Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina and today is going to be my Pan That Palette for 2023 update. I feel like it's been a while since I've updated, but I think I might have did one last month. Either way, we're working on the Storybook Cosmetics palette. This is the Little Red Riding Hood palette. There are 6 shades in this. My goal is to completely finish all of them. We'll be going through progress pictures and I will tell you guys how often I used these, and that will be the entire video. If you like project panning content, definitely think about hitting that subscribe button. That's basically all I do here. So if this is kind of content you like, then this is a good channel to be at. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you end up enjoying the video, and let's get into the update. So as always, I just kind of go from top to bottom and show you guys each shade. My ultimate goal since the last update was to use the red shades or the burgundy shades as much as possible, and I use them a little bit more. I'm not super okay with how often I use them because they're just hard to incorporate. But anyways, the first shade is red, which is a red. I mainly use this one as a blush or a blush topper. A lot of you guys have noticed in videos when I've been wearing this because you always tell me I look like Snow White, which it astounds me how often I get that compliment or that comment in real life and online. When I was living in California, I had a lady at CVS ask me if I worked at Disney as Snow White like 3 times. And I was like, lady, I've told you no every time. But apparently, I get that a lot. Anyways, completely off topic, doesn't matter. Red is something that I've, again, only been using as a blush. So there's not that much use showing on it because I use a really big fluffy brush with it, and I guess it just doesn't really pick up that much. Also, it's really pigmented. I have gone overboard with it on accident and I end up looking like a clown for the day, which isn't a problem if that's the look you're going for, but it was not, in fact, the look I wanted. So I felt a little ridiculous. Over the last month, I used it 10 times, which is more than I've used it any other month. So, I mean, it got pretty decent use, but yeah. After that is Bad Wolf, which does have pan now. This is slightly cheaty. A couple of these are slightly cheaty because my daughter ended up finding this and some makeup brushes and dug around in there for a little bit, like with the end, not with the brush part, with the bottom part, and was having fun. She had a great time. You look away for 3 seconds. I think I was doing the dishes. Look away for 3 seconds, she somehow found this. If you're wondering why the progress looks so much more substantial than past and compared to other ones, that's why it's fake progress. It's not real progress. I have continued to use it, and I did use it 5 times over the last month. So decent, but definitely not enough to have gotten pan out of this, I don't think. Or at least not this much pan. Moving on to Basket. Now, Basket shows true progress. Over the last month, I used it 7 times, so not as much as I have been using it, but decent, and that progress looks authentic and correct in there. It has moved just a little bit, but not too much. I slowed down on using it. The month previous, I used it almost like 20 times, so I slowed down on using it to try and focus on other ones, but next month I'm going to go back to trying to use that one as a liner more often. I'm using it as a liner today, and it's just really easy for like a really light makeup look. Next to that is Peril, which is the burgundy shade, another one that I was supposed to focus on. It does have pan in there, but again, it's fake pan. It's from the Toddler Disaster number 57. I ended up using it 4 times over the last month, so again, not enough to have any progress. More than I had been using it, but still not enough to really, again, make progress. So I just need to figure out a way to use it that I like. I find that when I do use it, if I mix it with a lighter like Champagne Shimmer and lighten it up a little bit, I do enjoy it more. But if I'm trying to get ready quickly, it's not one that I'm gonna reach for because I usually don't have more than 1 palette on me if I just am working on my makeup bag. So it just really depends on where I'm at lifestyle wise, like what's going on, how chaotic is it, on whether or not that one's getting used. 4 times I think is pretty good. I'll just find another way. I'll have to find another way. I'm almost wondering if I should just like scrape this one out into like a different pan, because I have some empty palettes and pans. If I should just mix it with something else, like an old highlight or something, and maybe then use it. The only thing is it needs to be something small, because again, if it's large, I'm not going to keep it in my makeup bag, but I'll figure something out. And then the bottom row is the one that I really focused on over the last month. The first one is Journey, which is the shade All Over My Lid today. It's the only eyeshadow I have besides Basket as my liner, and a little bit of Bad Wolf on top of the liner. Those are the 3 I used today, but I've been using Journey a lot. It's just an all over lid color basically all year. because it's super easy. It makes it look like I did something more than I really did, but it's just one eyeshadow. So Journey's showing really good progress. I ended up using this one 20 times over the last month, and that's really, really good progress on it. I definitely think that one will probably be the first one I finish in this palette, just because of how I'm using it. I almost use it anytime I do my makeup. I usually don't do it if I'm filming, because for filming I've been trying to do more intricate eye looks, but for like today I had other errands to do this morning, and I knew I was filming. So it was just an easy eye look to get done fast this morning, but I'm really impressed with that progress. And then the next and last shade is Woods, and I didn't use that one as much as I thought I had. I've only used it 7 times, so definitely not as much as I had been using it. I feel like it moved a good bit, but maybe I'm just not remembering correctly what it looked like last month. I mean, decent movement on that. Again, I think that one will probably be the next one after the peach shade that will be finished, just because I can use both of those so easily as all over lid shades, which means I use a lot and I can reach for it more often. So I'm really, once these 2 bottom shades are out though, like looking at this, I'm like, that is a dark quad that's going to be left. And I think after these 2 are out, yeah, it's going to be a lot harder for me to figure out how to use it, but I mean, I will. I know I'll figure it out. So far, so good. Still having fun with this. It's just I haven't been wearing makeup like, God, I was gonna say like 50% of what I used to wear it, but it might be even less than that. I'm still happy with this. Very happy with this. If you are doing a Pan That palette, how are you guys doing on it? I think this might be my first successful Pan That palette. I've never fully finished a palette. It's always been my goal. I've never done it. I'm hoping this year is the year, even though we're almost halfway through the year and I don't have any finished shades. I really gotta step it up. I really gotta figure out ways for those red ones to work. I always feel like this happens. It starts out so strong at the beginning of the year and then it starts fizzling out, because I think everyone just, either other people wear way more makeup than I do, or like more often than I do, or they're just more heavy-handed. I've said this before. I'm super light-handed. I don't need a lot for a lot of impact, because I feel like when I have too much eyeshadow on, it doesn't look right. It just looks overpowering on my face, which isn't my look. I like softness. I have soft features, so try to soft. Anyways, I've been very chit-chatty in this video, very tangenty, so hopefully that is okay with you guys. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and remember, there's always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you in my next video. Bye!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic, and we can save you from